Whoa, hello out there. How's everybody doing? Is everybody fit conservative in New York? Christopher Wright. I'm to present you with another of my momentous walk and talk videos. First and foremost, before I begin, I'll let people know I've been following me on YouTube. As you know, some of my content's been taken down. The reason why is because they've had 2 strikes against my account for community standards. Pretty much, I was speaking about what happened in the last election and at the Capitol, and they're saying I'm spreading hate speech, so they're trying to ban me. So that's why I've been kind of slowing up with the videos, trying to edit the words I've been using and stuff like that. They're not going to censor me. I'm going to have an edited version that I'll be posting on YouTube and an unedited version that I'll be posting on my other channels as well. And you can find me at the CRA New York YouTube channel. I got a YouTube channel. I had a link for that as well if you guys want to follow my backup YouTube channel just in case. But on to bigger and bigger, better things. Let's talk about Andrew Cuomo, as I like to call him, Mobster Cuomo. The issue I got with Mobster Cuomo, its effect is this. If you guys look at this guy's past, it says it all, man. Like, me and this guy go back for a minute. Guys, when COVID just happened, you guys remember my videos when COVID just happened? I was doing my walk and talks, no mask, no gloves, faith over fear, all that good stuff. Well, Andrew Cuomo was coming out saying, New York's, this desperate situation. We're in a war zone. Everything's bad. We need ventilators, yada, yada, yada. And then come to find out, they found a warehouse full of ventilators that he was lying about. So that was a lie. Then he said we needed, people are, dying at record numbers here because of COVID. And he was actually for like temporary hospitals in Central Park that they were building and coming out and building these big tent hospitals in the park, and they were empty. So that was another lie. And then there was a situation that you guys hear about with the nursing homes where he was getting people with COVID and put them in nursing homes. And before he did that, he had his mother removed. People don't know about that. He had his mother removed from the nursing home, and then he put these COVID victims inside the nursing home after that. And once that happened, you know what happened, and people started dying. So he's trying to, in a way, pad the stats to say, look at these people dying from COVID and Trump's not doing anything, yada, 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 all for politics. And then he had people from other parts of the country saying this guy's a great leader, a great governor for us, and yada, yada, yada. And now it's coming out about this nursing home thing, and people are shocked. And I've been telling them over a year now about this. They thought it was crazy back then, but now it's coming out. So what's the media doing? What's the leftists doing? The Democratic Party leadership doing? They're covering up by talking about this sexual harassment scandal. I'm not saying that's not a big deal. It's a very big deal. But the only reason why they're bringing it up right now and talking about the media is because they want to cover up what he did with the nursing homes. They want to cover up the fact this guy killed people, helped kill people. They want people to know about that, but I do. I've been talking about that for over a year. And I'm just a guy with a cell phone walking through Brooklyn. I'm not some CNN guy in the office or in a studio with a green screen reading off a teleprompter. I'm just a guy keeping it real. So remember that. Everybody's very conservative in New York, Christopher Wright. So, I got personal beef with Andrew Cuomo. As you guys know, we go back. It goes back to the incident that happened in Manhattan when there was an incident where the Proud Boys got in a fight with Antifa. And it was in Times Square. I was there at the Metropolitan Republican Club that night, hearing Gavin McKinnon speak, because I was hoping to get an interview for my channel with him. After I left, I was walking, because Antifa was all outside covering the whole entire block, calling us Nazi scum when he walked outside. So I was walking with the Proud Boys, and they were looking out for me, protecting me or whatever. Then Antifa followed us and wait to the end of a block and threw bottles at a couple of people in the Proud Boys, and they got in a fight, a scuffle. I recorded it. I put it out there. What happened was they took that video on live, and they suspended my account for 30 days. They cut me out of the video, and they said a group of white supremacists attacked innocent anti-fascists in the city. That's what BuzzFeed did with my video. They cut me out of it, and they made it a lie. So I had to go put that video on my YouTube channel with me in it, and it showed the whole world and people, everybody listening, that there was a big lie, that how could they be a white supremacist group when the black guy was with them recording it? And that was all fake news. And I never give Antifa credit, but Antifa didn't want to go to the police with what happened. They said, no, we don't, because they're anti-establishment. They didn't want to tell the police. So Andrew Cuomo stepped in and said, if you guys want to press charges, I'll press charges. So Andrew Cuomo stepped in on a state level and came after the Proud Boys. And to the point where he had the DA come to my house, had to go into court and speak on behalf of the Proud Boys. And 2 of the guys that were in that little scuffle, which was like a middle school scuffle. I've seen worse scuffles in middle school. 2 of those guys got 4 years apiece in jail. One of those guys was married to a black woman, had 3 kids with her. So that was my first run-in with Cuomo. And I tell people all the time, I call him Mobster because he moves like a mobster. And that's a mobster move. You know what I mean? And so after that was strike 1. And then they also had, incident where it happened with, the sexual harassment incident. And the sexual harassment incident to me is not a shocker, because anytime a Democrat is saying to you, you're this, you're a Nazi, you're a fascist, you're a racist, whatever, when it all comes out, the secrets come out, they're usually the ones who are the ones making the claims that other people are doing. They're the ones doing it. So when the leftists is pointing a finger at you and calling you something you know it's not true, the reason they're calling you that is because they're probably doing it behind closed doors and don't want to admit it because they're weak people. They're pathetic. And that's what Andrew Cuomo is, a freaking mobster. And that's my message directly to Andrew Cuomo. You are trash. You and your little brother Fredo from CNN, he's also trash, fake news. And that's why he got offended so much when people called him Fredo, because of the fact I'm sure he's called that his whole entire life. And it hit him deep to the core. And that's what it is, because his older brother moves like a mobster. So I'm sure the family got called all kinds of names. You know, the father was a former governor, Italian dude. You know, his little brother Chris. You know, all them, they move like CNN, man. They move like some freaking fake news gangsters. You know what I mean? So this is what we're seeing on a regular basis here in New York. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a communist mayor, de Blasio, and we got a mobster governor, Cuomo. And that's why, you know, I'm out here doing what I'm doing. I'm fighting. I'm not backing down. I'm not scared. I'm not running away. Trump, in my book, is still my president. From New York, from Queens, he represents, and I'm representing for him. And I'm not here to fight for my country. I'm not going to let this mobster governor hold me down. And since he wants to come out, he doesn't want to apologize. You guys saw that pathetic apology he tried to say. He didn't apologize. He pretty much said, like, he's sorry that these women felt the way they did. You know, they were sexually harassed. He was, one woman in the video of him telling her to eat a hot dog in front of him, all this crazy stuff. He's, you know, grabby, touchy with a lot of these former co-workers of his and former employees of his and staff of his. But if this was Trump, if this was Donald Trump doing the same thing, this would be front page news. They'd be ready to lynch this guy in Times Square. But since it's Cuomo and he's a Democrat, he can slip away with it. Slip away with what happened in nursing homes, slip away with what happened in sexual harassment. It's all good because he's a Democrat. But I'll let you guys know that I'm not backing down. I'm exposing it. Alternative news only. And like always, thank you everybody for listening. God bless everybody out there listening. And God bless the United States of America. Peace out.